heaven knows I'll never get a break. Cause my mind is a hell I can't shake. And I'm thinking about the ether that awaits. Apparently, inherently, I'm staring at the stars, verbally chopping down my cherry tree merrily. Ever after, I hear the laughter. Inside my head, I'm ready for the rapture. Sign my soul to Satan just to keep the stakes raised until I capture. All will be attained before I'm laying in that casket. Hard for days, so let it play how it has to. Known to leave the beef in the pasture. And I'm known to slaughter on sight in case I have to. Readily able to play the game where it lays and let it stack up. Backed up and I'ma cut my loss. I started from rock bottom so often that I made from the moss. I'm overlooked, over devoted and underquoted. Watch the ghost in my notes since I wrote it. Rather rule in hell, yeah, and to serve in heaven. Seek peace but be ready for war. Cold-hearted motherfucker, that's my blessing. I'd rather rule in hell than to serve in heaven. Seek peace but be ready for war. Cold-hearted motherfucker, that's my, yeah.
I'm looking at my review like Pac said. Cold-hearted motherfucker since my pop's death. 45 unloaded at your outfit. Times change, always keep a strap is the mindset. But never mind if we jump in different time sets. Single-sided stories tend to lead the dumb packs. I'm popping pills or whatever's in my backpack like fuck it. I used to be the king of hearts but now I got a trumpet. Got a taste of the cold world and now I love it. Appetite for disaster and now I'm hungry. Pocket full of felonies but fuck I need the money like her. Dirty Diana with the devil's grin. She dancing on that pole like she wins again. I'm contemplating going broke just to make a choke. I'll pop another pill like fuck it, I ain't going home. Well, fuck it, I ain't going home.
Rather rule in hell, yeah, and to serve in heaven. Seek peace but be ready for war. Cold-hearted motherfucker, that's my blessing. I'd rather rule in hell than to serve in heaven. Seek peace but be ready for war. Cold-hearted motherfucker, that's my, yeah.
Don't wanna stress about life, nope. Just wanna get paid and smoke J's, live in a haze, perfectly faded. Normally days, triple the glaze, from the sedatives hurt my brain, but now I'm off it and I'm going insane. But in a great way, and I welcome the change. Universe changing my lane, you stay in the same lane. Yup, thought I wasn't ready when destiny came, but I had changes to make, so I got rid of the pain. Wow, feeling motivated again. I'm grateful that I'm making music. I was out of it, didn't want anything to fucking do with that. Thought I'd never be through with it. I was done with the music shit. That something happened and my whole entire fucking view is flipped. Didn't know what was happening. What was having visions of life, the vibes of life we were traveling. Damn. Took me a while to even get.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome back, gamers.
It's been a day, but we are back with some more Gamer City League. Tonight we got a great match, Peppa Pigs, and an all-new team comprised of the squads of the previous Golden Gamers and GME. Dario, why don't you introduce our brand new team as we get ready for this exciting match?
Thanks, Stephen. So, new team is comprised of, we got the Horror twins, we got Robert and Thomas playing their respective signature roles, jungle and top.
Why don't
We
you call
have-
them by their player names? What are you doing?
We have
What if you have
Gigas
viewers-
1 and Zurok playing top and jungle respectively. The twin top side will definitely be something to watch for. The Twinergy can be very strong, but also against Tritus, who's been playing some really good macro games around the map. Hecarim and Udyr are particularly dangerous. We'll see if they're up to the match. Mid lane, we got, is it Dixon playing in the mid lane, or is it Justin? Or is Elijah mid lane?
Justin is in the mid lane. Justin is in the mid lane. We have Dixon on support. Jungle.
And oh, never mind. Oh, I don't know anything about this team. Stephen, can you introduce this team to us?
Alright, they're in pick ban.
Oh, okay. I wasn't given a
We're ready to
spectator
get into
link.
it. First is
Okay,
going to be
I
a
was given-
Rise. That's directed at Peppa Pig's star mid laner, James, also known as A-Town Swinger. I would also like to introduce Mikey in the cast booth for the first time. Say hi, Mikey.
How's it going? It's your boy XX Booty Popper XX, famous League of Legends player, here to cast one night and one night.
You may know
only.
him as C9's last fan, or his
That is
Pelham special,
that's actually funny because I am completely.
or the Pelham Pizza Pop Off.
That is I'm more aligned with Pelham Pizza Pop Off than I am C9 at this point.
Ooh, Gwen Ban coming out of PEPPA doesn't want to deal with anything they don't understand.
New.
Probably so the
Mhm. Yes.
Can we get-
People fear what they do not understand. It's a very
Can we get
common
some-
trait.
Can we get some explanation on what Gwen does for our viewers who might not know, and for our members of the
so
casting?
they banned Rise and Ezreal. Rise has been a really consistent pick for James. It really just gives him that 10 CS per minute mid laner. The Ezreal ban, also that's targeted more at Janna. I don't think James plays Ezreal mid. Another ADC ban coming out, Lucian, but that is a flex ban between both.
Yes, that is a flex ban. Can be played mid. Definitely. I think we've actually seen it once before in the tournament. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. We're going to make sure that that is a Lucian ban, or if that is a no ban. But that is a Leona ban. So the Lucian
Leona.
was not banned. It becomes a Leona ban.
Yeah, we were just
Interesting.
talking about Leona. Leona is a monstrous champion.
Fantastic pick on this patch. Honestly, think it's going to get nerfed.
I honestly hope it's going to get nerfed. That
Yes.
is disgusting.
Uh,
Ooh, starting off strong with the Mordekaiser hover. We'll see if they click the trigger.
3
Thomas's
seconds
Mordekaiser
left.
is very consistent.
I do want to talk about the Darius and Vel bans that also came through while the Mordekaiser is locked in. It's probably going to be top lane, but it could also be for Dixon in the jungle. Vel,
That's true.
very
He does like
strong,
those off-kick Ps.
very strong engaged support, and Darius. I actually don't know if Thomas is a really big fan of the Darius pick, but perhaps Peppa Pigs has done a lot of research and they think that he might pull it out, while Zaya is locked in for Janna in the bot lane.
Darius is also just a pretty comfortable ban, especially if they're looking to play topside. If you're looking to capitalize on like a safe top lane pick like Malphite or something that has a little bit more laning presence, the Darius is capable of 1v2ing. And they go for the Ornn.
Right on the money, right?
Pretty sure.
Right on the money.
Yeah.
Picking up the Ornn. Doesn't want to be bullied too much.
Ooh.
Just wants
Picking
to
up the
scale
Jinx
along with
already.
that Zaya. PEPPA going heavy on the scaling, but is the new team going to go even heavier with this Jinx hover?
I would be really surprised if they didn't go. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like the Jinx hover is a little bold. I would like to see it, but if I saw a Jinx hover, I would also like to see them pick the mid laner then, because then they could focus their last two picks around jungle bit.
I think the Nautilus pick is very interesting into the Zaya, given as she has a very easy way to avoid it by just hitting R. But that's also a
Yeah.
really good way for her to just use it defensively and
Yeah.
not allow her to go and take over a team fight by shielding or by going untargetable against something else. Kai'Sa is going to be the answer here for Elisha in the bot lane. And so we have Kai'Sa and Nautilus in the bot lane for new team.
Ooh.
Zaya.
Swinger picking up the Corki.
The Corki
Really
pick.
want to scale this game.
Exciting pick there, Corky. Haven't seen that guy in a long time. Very excited to see is mid lane Corky. The pressure that who's the mid laner for Peppa Pigs?
James or Town Swinger.
James. Yeah, I'm excited to see the package plays. Hopefully, go down bot lane. The global, the engaged pressure from far away is already super strong on Peppa Pigs.
The Ornn and the
So-
Corki. Yeah, you
Ornn,
get huge packages.
Yeah, for sure.
But the new team also has long range engage. Nautilus R, and Kai'Sa follow up. That's big. So I think we're going to see a lot of really interesting fights between these two teams. They're both drafting for a lot of scaling. Probably the person who scales the least on the team so far is Nautilus. As we see second round bans coming through, Maokai for the new team, maybe aimed at a Maokai support, even though it's not a pick we've really seen that often. While PEPPA banning the Zed for the mid lane, and then Hecarim in the jungle, while Morgana is the final ban on the side of new team. Dario, I've been seeing a lot more of Morgana jungle, seeing as more. What do you think of the Morgana jungle and maybe banning it away from Peppa Pigs here?
I think it just really says a lot about the political state in America right now. Morgana jungle is a very divisive topic, and I think it's really just like battle line values. Some people just like take Morgana out of your best.
Yeah, here at Gamer City League, we believe that Black Shield lives matter.
Oh my god! Okay, I'm leaving the podcast. Okay, so Master Yi Hunter. Oh, Master Yi.
That's a Master Yi lock-in.
We're waiting to see if we had a recovery. I don't know how I feel about this. Master Yi is definitely a good pick into Orin, because he's kind of Orin doesn't have the ability to really deal with the Yi. But yeah, there's no correction. That's a Yi pick. That's Yi in the jungle. Tristana bot, Nautilus, Mordekaiser.
No, that's a Tristana mid. We're going
Tristana mid,
in on the 80 carries for the side of the new team. While Peppa, they just keep picking scaling picks. Peppa's ready for us to go this broadcast to go past midnight.
I like what I like the idea behind the Master Yi pick, but I think something like a Rek'Sai would have been more appropriate. Because it's like they seem to be going for like a really like I mean, actually, maybe they're not, because their comp can like really steamroll early, but they've also got scaling options on the Tristana, the Kai'Sa, the Mordekaiser. So they got a lot of bases covered.
Ramus is going to
and the Ramus last pick.
Incredible pick into the Master Yi, Kai'Sa, and Tristana.
It's a good counter pick into their characters, but the team fight wise, I don't know if it really lends what they're looking for. Their red team is looking pretty sparse on damage. If the Xayah or Corki get caught, they're really neutered, because both of them are pretty short range.
They do have potential for a good escape. You do have good peel. Ramus isn't always an engage tool. It can be a great engage tool, but the taunt can really lock down a champ like Yi or Kai'Sa. And
yeah,
really
but Mordekaiser can pretty much every single fight. Mordekaiser is like, you're assuming the Ramus can get on them, because the Mordekaiser, if he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, should be getting the Ramus every fight. The magic damage, he just shreds him.
Hopefully, the Mordekaiser can do that. I would not be surprised to see, I've seen a lot of Mordekaisers just ult whatever's in front of their face. Let's hope that they can make the proper calls and take out the right members of the team fight that could really, shut down these carries and get rid of the peel options that they have,
Yeah.
And Taric, Orin, Ramus, all good peel. It's going to be hard to always pick a member. You might be able to ult out I'm not sure how the interaction works, but possible Mordekaiser ulting on a Taric who's ulting might be really huge for them.
Not to mention, I see almost no form of engage on the side of new team besides the Nautilus. Who's going in on this team? The Mordekaiser is just going to walk up and R somebody? Walk up and Q somebody, walk up and E?
The EQ. Well, see, the thing is that all the characters on PEPPA are so, like, short range. It's not like they're going to be, the Corki can bust out some poke, but if he walks up too far, it's easy for Nautilus to catch them out. So the way that a lot of team fights might play out, sure, they have one real engaged character on the Nautilus, but I think Nautilus supplies all of their needs, because what they're mostly looking for is how the fights are going to break up and who's going to be able to bust up the damage. They have a very, very squishy 3-piece damage dealing on the side of new team over on champs like that. Yes, Steven, can you do that?
I can hop on one of the I can hop on Xurok's thing, unless it's
can't you just hit spectate on the game from the League client?
Yeah, but they're still in champ select, it says for me.
Yeah. So just hop in after it's done. Yeah.
Draven out.
Let's see. Probably not. I don't think so. Okay, so I'm favoring new team pretty hard. They might not have the polished teamwork that Peppa Pigs has had as a squad. Watching them play they're really well coordinated, and they really synergize very well as players and personalities. So that will be kind of the unforeseen factor that will determine, I think, the way the game actually goes. But up to just the draft, I really like what your team has going on. I think it's a really unconventional draft, but I think their bases are covered in ways that are unsuspecting.
The thing about the side of PEPPA, though, is they also have a lot of disengage. Tarek can easily walk away from fights. Corky can just W away. Warren can even just pop a defensive ult. Zaya as well.
They do, but the red team also has a lot. Like their three damaging characters are pretty mobile. You know, Yi is really fast. Kaisa's got her ult and her E. Tristana's got her jumps and her jump resets. They don't really have like, you know, they have a lot of tools to get out of a fight if it starts going south. And I don't think that they have as much catch as they do have disengage.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll be able to cut out big cooldowns like the Tarek ult, the Corky package, and be able to re-engage with people with issue.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to see, because if this goes late, PEPPA wins. I mean, that new team has 380 carries, but they won't have the front line in the late game to back it up. PEPPA has not only two heavily scaling damage threats, but they also have two really heavily scaling front lines. They'll have ornaments, and so that's going to be a big help to them. And they also have Ramus, who into three basically 80 carries, Master Yi's just melee, is going to really be a problem for new team if they let it get too far.
I still don't fully know. I think that I think the new team has a lot of tools to deal with the tools that the enemy team has to deal with the Yi. Because you do have the Tark, you do have the Ramus, but I think the specific way that the new team's comp fights play out, as long as they're communicating about who Mordekaiser's ulting and who Nautilus is going in on, I think that they have a lot more safer tactics to really abuse. As far as
but here's the thing: they might not have that communication yet. This is
true.
A new team.
That is true. That is true.
It's in the name. It's in the name. They're a new team. While PEPPA has been this iteration of PEPPA has been together the entire tournament through every single iteration of the tournament so far. PEPPA has kept these same guys. They never subbed. I don't think they've ever had a sub for any of their games. And they're
this is
also
the first time they're picking the Ramus, to our knowledge. That's the other thing too. If you're not, we must have been seeing Trundle and Udyr and Hecarim. I think this is the first time we've seen Ramus. Ramus and Hecarim play kind of similarly. Obviously, Ramus is a little more tanky.
I was going to say Udyr also plays really similarly.
Yeah.
You go in and you hit your buttons and you CC somebody.
But we'll see what the lack of comfort makes up for. I believe Dixon has a lot of Master Yi games, so I'm sure that playing macro-wise, playing against a Ramus is probably something he is capable of hatching a plan for. So I'd be excited to check out the jungle pathing and generally like how both teams look about to expend the resources across the map, where they prioritize top lane, bot lane, mid lane, or just power farming on the they've got a lot of options, a lot of things.
Point and click CC though is the enemy of the Master Yi. As long as they can communicate it and they don't use the taunt on Ramus, or they can set up an easy dazzle with a Tarek, or even if they can time an Ornult or a Zyrovoot correctly, that Yi is going to be dead in the water, because you just CC him and then he's dead, and then suddenly you have 280 carries with they're up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. And you'll have to see how it goes.
Excited to see how team fights break out. Should be. Judging by the picks, both teams are really going to want to be skirmishing a lot. I don't think you pick these characters to power farm, really. A lot of skirmishing characters.
I'm prepared to see quite a lot of the team fights in this game as we get ready to kick it off in just over a minute's time. I also want to talk about maybe some of the objective control that these teams will have. PEPPA, I believe
Zaya Tarek kind of gets bodied by Kaisa and Nautilus, no?
In the laning phase, yes. Tarek and Zaya both want to scale. They don't want to fight.
Yeah, so they should be having a decent amount of bot lane priority. Because I think Mordekaiser can kill Ornn. No, doesn't that lane kind of go in Mordekaiser's favor?
Yes,
I believe it does.
PEPPA drafted 3 losing lanes.
They do have 3 losing lanes. They have a winning jungle. I was thinking that too. That's why I'm so heavily favoring, because it seems like new team strat is kind of just like win lanes, have the Yi as the insurance plan, but and then like outmaneuver the enemy jungler in order to just like secure around the map. So we'll see if they can execute that.
Yes, it's gonna be a lot on them. I'm really interested to see what the communication is between these two teams, because one should have the advantage, and while new team might not have like the inherent disadvantage, they have played a lot together, just as friends, just in their familiarity with each other. But are they going to be able to use that with a team that has quite a bit more experience than them to close out these games? Because that's where the difference is going to lie. Is can they close it out? Because they should be able to get ahead. If they don't get ahead, then that's its own problem. But
ooh, we have Ghost on the Rammus. No flash for CTY Panda. I like it. I like what I'm seeing.
Yes. Double heal for both AD carries. Interesting that Tristana didn't choose to go either teleport. I've seen Tristana's even go ignite sometimes, or even barrier to maybe.
Yeah, I think the thought process there is if you're against a Corki, you don't necessarily need more damage, so the ignite isn't really what you're going to want. Probably is the move speed and the health burst that because you definitely have enough damage to blow him up pretty much in every single engage. What matters is does he have enough damage to blow you before you get yourself. What he will do is give him a little bit more chase, a little bit more HP, a little bit more just a surprise factor when it comes to engages, because he knows Corki doesn't bring ignite.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Y'all in a game?
7, 8, 9, 10. Are we good? Are we good?
Yeah. Okay. 13, 14. Yeah.
What are you guys spectating?
We're casting right now.
Oh shit! I did not realize it was a casting booth.
It's in the name.
Guest appearance.
Okay, we have invade coming through the bot lane. Thomas is leading. Our team's trying
Not
to
only is there
out.
an invade in the bot lane, but there's an invade in the casting booth right now. Yeah, so as we see, new team set up in this kind of death push.
Robert's on support. Okay, I see. I didn't realize actually. Okay. Yeah.
It looks like
blue team kind of hoping that PEPPA would go for the invade with the Taric. Rammus didn't seem like they're very keen on pushing past their own side of the river. Both teams will have an uneasy stalemate.
Just fanning out.
Is this AP Trismid? No, it's just regular Trismid. Regular Trismid brings Hail Blades. AP Tris brings Electrocute.
I think Trist even brings Hail of Blades in bot lane now.
Yeah, just bring. Wait, actually,
I take the late invade.
They're going for the late invade. 4 versus 3 in the bot lane. Rammus wants his blue buff, but Nautilus is
that's a hook
onto
Trident.
Bombs on him. He flashes to no avail. He's on the Zyra.
Yi going crazy with the Conqueror, really committing on those other two members of Peppa Pigs.
That is not what you want to see. We'll see who wins the Smite fight here.
Vichy is going to get it.
But he goes back in anyways.
He going a little too aggressive.
Bomb on Zaya.
He's going to kill
Zaya. Zaya getting killed.
2 for nothing. Tridus has no flash.
Well, Yi certainly not enjoying not getting the... Alright, where's the W snipe? Ooh, no dice.
No. They just walk away, but it is not unscathed. 2 quick kills for the side of the new team. And it's you couldn't ask for a better start. 1 kill onto the Tristana, 1 kill onto the Master Yi to get him going. And,
that is not what you want to see.
No,
sure.
It is not.
You are happy campers if you're playing on the new team right now. Pretty much as well as you can go.
Yeah.
Yi will be starting his red buff right away.
His lack of smite actually saved him.
Yeah, that was a crazy turn of events. I like the aggressive positioning that Yi had in that early team fight. Always ready to go on to the next person. Really got him a lot of extra value during that.
It just shows that playing Yi is more of a state of mind. It's not about levels.
He's going heavy onto the Orin, but that's a hook from Robert onto the magnet that is Tarek.
Not the best trade there. I feel like they could have traded a lot better there, but we'll see how it pans out for them, the rest of the lane. But if you were this Yi, guys, where would you be going next? What would you just take
Las
your lead
Vegas.
comfortably? Las Vegas.
Disney World.
Gamble away the
Honestly,
lead.
as long as Master Yi is all vaccinated, he should probably make a trip there. He's got a little extra money. Oh, Rob goes for the hook.
Tricky hook there.
Titus is going to get the stun and the exhaust
Oh,
onto
the
the
exhaust is
Tysa.
doing so much there.
2 flashes away.
Oh,
Oh,
damn!
no!
Titus
Titus doesn't
picking
have
up
his
the
own.
kill.
Elijah.
Crazy plays there.
Elijah picking up his first kill. And now, every single one of the carries on the side of New Team has a kill. 4 minutes into the game.
Thomas is doing a pretty solid job. Oh, we have a gank coming in the mid lane.
We have
He
a
walks
gank
in through
in
the
the
top
mid
side
lane.
push.
But
We'll
it's
decide
less
against
of a
the
gank,
senses.
more of just a walkthrough. I hope Yi decides to buy on that mid lane. Otherwise, he just wasted his time just walking through. Oh, but he is waiting in this bush. Corky will just W away. But everybody's behind the Yi here. Yi
Party, Yi
is
doesn't have
going to
flash.
have
He doesn't
to
have
alpha
flash on the
strike
wave.
out, and he's safe.
Nice.
A good rotation up. Oh, and it might not be done. Ramus is going to get onto the Yi. Yi is taunted up. That's going to be the stun from the Taric. Big stun. And Yi is going to die eventually.
Yi survived quite a long time there. Now they're on to the double push on the Tysa. Tristana onto the Corki.
Mid lane.
Tristana onto the Taric. This is crazy.
Oh, no. And that bomb
definitely
is gonna
feel for
be
the
enough.
Tristana. This is
Trist, guys.
if you're Tristana, this is exactly what you want. You already do way more damage than Corki in the lane, and having all these kills up on him, you're just going to be able to bully the Corki. You're going to be able to roam, pick up kills, shove in. You have a fed Yi. You'll be able to. I'm pretty sure win any 2v2 mid lane. This is the Tristana player is definitely in the position to carry this game so far.
It is a 2.5K gold lead, just under 6 minutes to go. Not to go in this game. We have
Over a kill a minute.
Yes, over a kill a minute. And this is the power of this new team, I guess.
Yeah.
We speculated that this team, as we see Tritus still at level 2, we thought this team was going to be very powerful. And right now, it looks like we might have undersold it. James is going to go in, but Justin Goomba stomps his way right back, and it's a trade for the side of new team. With Justin came back, his first buy was a Noon Quiver, boots, and a dagger. That's a nightmare scenario for the Corki there. As Ramus starts to roll in, he is going to go on to Robert, and it's going to be a root in the side of the Nautilus. Nautilus is just going to hook away, but good gank coming out from the side of Peppa Pigs. They're not done yet. They do scale, and they might look to dive this. They're not going to get even a chance. It's going to be the hook from Robert, and Ramus is going to get out, but Tritus is only level 3 still. He's going to flash away.
Mordekaiser TPing in. Tark
no.
just barely making it out. Everyone whiffing their skill shots there.
The
That
hook
is
in the flash.
no kills go to the bot lane.
Yeah, that was the Mordekaiser flash, and then the Nautilus hook into the wall. It will just be.
Not to cast any blame, but I think if Thomas hit that flash, Robert would have hit the hook.
You know, we
But yeah,
say
good-
here,
good stuff.
league is a
Good
game
response.
of inches, and sometimes it's just a game of feet. While Ramus coming in
Ramus
again.
going in. This should be an
Nice
easy
going.
kill for the Ramus
Columbus
here.
Oh, but Ramus has he's nothing.
The Ramus did not bring lethal tempo.
He's just got
like the Chad.
tabbies. He's gonna beat him with his big toe.
His steel-plated.
I'm curious as to what the Ramus is maxing, whether it's the E or the W, because I feel like Ramus should have had more damage if he was maxing the W.
Yeah, he is maxing Q.
Oh no.
Why? Why would you max Q?
Does he go
Anyone?
fast?
Do we have any Ramus experts in this casting
the
booth?
chat.
Do we have any? I'm gonna have to go to the gas station to find a Ramus expert.
Yeah, for real.
Mm-hmm. Any Korean gas stations people know about that we can maybe ask like a true expert? No?
Hopefully.
All right. Well, I guess we can just continue with the game.
I want to talk about in this game, just while we have a somewhat of a dull moment, that I feel like there's been a lot of kills that have been given up due to like small mechanical misplays or just like staying too long. You guys agree or disagree with that sentiment?
I feel like what it is just grossly underestimating how the team fights break out. Because immediately you look at it, you're like, oh, it's 2 ADCs and a Master Yi, they should be paper. But because your damage sources are coming from 3 targets, at least 2 of those 3 targets get the free hit because of how much all the PEPPA stuff is single target.
Mm-hmm. And these
So
2 ADCs, they aren't like an Ezreal that tickles before 20 minutes. They are Kaisa and they are Tristana. Some really
too much to pay attention to, really.
Yeah,
I hope on these 2 backs we get to see an aggressive play going forward. They got a lot of damage off on the ramp. Ramus not actually recalling. Corki not either, which I find really strange. Instead going directly to the dragon, which is definitely a large penis move by the Peppa Pigs.
Meanwhile, in the top lane,
here we go. We have the Chick-fil-A dragon
is a Master Yi
being taken right now.
The Pelham
like
Pizza dragon.
There's your Ornhorn.
Oh, the X-Mole or ult.
Master Yi is going to take the kill.
Thomas will get hit by the Chico Sour Shot, but manages to get out with a sliver of HP. Oh, last autos? We'll walk away with under 50 health. What a beast.
Another
I'm
fresh.
I'm at 10, 16, 17,
I'm at 10, 17,
18,
17, yeah, 18,
19.
yeah.
Okay, it sounded like you guys were slightly behind me, but he does get out of that. Clean dive coming out from the side of new team. They are over 2,500 gold ahead. He's going to get interrupted on that, and it's going to be the flash away at a Rob.
Flashes out, pretty nice.
They cannot kill the Nautilus. It is impossible. The Nautilus is the Nautilus has gone up to get vision, has been getting punished for it, but they just can't find any actual victories with it. This is crazy. The new team has such a demanding lead in this game that even when they're doing aggressive plays, not aggressive plays, but overreaching a little bit, they're not getting punished, and it's making me think how are the Peppa Pigs gonna come back into this game?
Hope that they can kill the Nautilus here. That's a huge
Finally
move.
killing the Nautilus.
And Ramus is going to get credit for that kill. That's a big taunt coming onto the Kaisa.
Dodging the.
Hopefully, yes, Corky will pick that up. Big shutdown.
Caster curse right there, definitely.
Rearing its ugly head.
Unfortunately.
Peppa Pigs showing they aren't out of this fight yet.
Fortunately, the Zaya did not pick up any of the kills, and most of the kills are on Ramus, which is not the worst case scenario against the new team. You know,
any armor that the Ramus can build, I mean, that's just gonna help them.
It stacks like crazy against their team.
And stacks and stacks and stacks. But Corky did pick up the big shutdown onto the Kaisa, that's a big kill. Getting adding on to that 30 CS lead that James has in the mid lane, that kill is only going to serve to help his case to scale up, get those items. Looks like he is going for Imperial, not Imperial Mandate, Imperial Shield Bow, Immortal Shield Bow. I know I words and mythic items. And so, gonna go for that survivability and not want to get burst down by any of these carries on the side of new team. Bit of a reset here by the teams. We have Dragon coming up in just under 2 minutes. Rift Herald has been taken by the side of new team. We're going to see if they can use that the next kind of 30 seconds before plates go down. And Master Yi looks like he's going to go into that enemy jungle, trying to steal away the blue buff. They know it's happening, but he's still doing the gromp. And it might be too late for this Rammus here. Oh, but the Taric is just going to save him just in time. The Yi is going to go down to Panda. They're trying to get out. Oh, Horn coming through, but it's a turnaround. Tice is going down. And now, A-Town Swinger, he wants more. But he's going to get captured by the Mordekaiser.
Mordekaiser running down the entire enemy team.
Mm-hmm.
Playing
He is going to get
exactly
taunted.
like a Juggernaut should be playing.
He is going to get
kills are
taunted.
close to even.
Mm-hmm. But huge team fight by Peppa Pigs, turning around the engage and the aggression by new team. And now there is a 1,500 gold lead for the side of new team. No, it's actually still at. It's even less. It's only 400 K gold lead for the side of new team. Not only do they turn that around, but the Herald will not be used for plates. It will have to be used just to hopefully secure a tower on the side of new team. No towers have been taken yet, so they can still pick up on that bonus. And this dragon is up in 15 seconds. You see teams rotating over to it as it does spawn.
There's no TP in the top lane, so this will be a straight up 4v4, I think. As one of the top laners starts roaming down. The Rift Herald's dropped in mid lane.
It won't get a charge, but it doesn't have to.
No charges at all.
They used it as a diversion to secure this dragon, to tie up those dragon scores.
I'm not quite sure. I really, I agree with their play to use it as a diversion for a Cloud Drake. I feel like the Cloud Drake, well, definitely good on some members of the new team. I don't feel like it was worth what you could have possibly gotten out of a tower kill and the subsequent control of the map, as opposed to closer to Soul for sure, but you know.
I think what we saw was a worst case scenario for new team there. They were trying to maybe drop it a little bit closer to just get the charge off, but they dropped it too far out of the range, and they were still able to use it as a diversion, but they would have liked that. This is a dive coming in from Robert. He is just going to die, but they are looking to clean up these last two kills, and it looks like they will do so. Pretty clean dive, just the Nautilus kind of tanking at the beginning there. Was the only mistake, and they will get the first turret off of that. So
Two
they
kills
can't
in a
use
dive. Rammus, I think, popping his ghost there for
his
I'm not
ghost,
sure.
his ult, and popping himself out of this life.
And the package getting used. Master Yi just excited to go in.
Justin,
Tristana.
he's gonna go in. Justin is
Corky with the outplay. Oh.
Justin's just gonna give 2 kills over to the Corky. Corky says, "Well, I might be dead, but thank you very much, Mrs. Tristana, for
Definitely best case scenario for the Corky there, picking up 2 kills. Shutdown also. Corky is definitely definitely back to competitive with the Tristana, and hopefully we'll be able to take that gold and really find some damage that I feel like the Peppa Pigs is lacking in their just overall team comp.
Yes, if we look at the gold right now, everybody on the side of Peppa Pigs is down in gold, save for the side, save for the Corky, and
all right, we got a top
the Taric.
1v1 in the top lane. This looks like one's going to be going down. Down goes the Mace. That's a kill for the Mordekaiser.
Casey triumphantly pinging the Mordekaiser's flash. He got exactly what he wanted out of that.
Yes.
Don't worry, guys.
All worth.
We
all
got
worth.
the bot tower.
It's for the Baron fight. Mordekaiser, that flash is useless.
All right, let's
The
see.
Baron fight in no
6 minutes.
earlier than 2 minutes from now.
All right. This is great. The new team has a lot of pressure overall. They have both the side towers taken out. Hopefully, they'll be able to take this advantage, push for some aggressive vision, and make some plays in the next few minutes. Going for the 18-minute Rift Herald, that should definitely be helpful. They could work on breaking open another lane, try to break into the base, or go for the
But
mid
first,
lane tower.
they're breaking Nautilus. As
Nautilus
he will go
getting
down.
caught in the bot
Easy
lane.
kill should go over
Surviving
to
for a really
Janna on
long
the Zaya.
time.
It's taken a
Trying-
while.
Trying to
But-
take the last hit, but
You guys ever
Nautilus
sculpt before?
swinging. All right, dropping the the Rift Herald.
Here we go,
in the
take
mid
two,
lane.
and they make contact this time. Nice.
Yes, second time's the charm. I was gonna say second time's the charge, but
Unfortunately, it only charged once.
yes, unfortunate.
Why-
But Peppa Pig striking back here. Well, Casey is not
Yeah.
doing so hot and will just be run down
Or getting
by
dove.
Thomas on the Mordekaiser.
Mordekaiser
Thomas-
just eating that Ornn alive. Definitely going to go
Doesn't-
for the top lane.
Yes.
I feel they could definitely stay and fight, to be honest, considering that the carries are completely on the other side of the map. But Master Yi backing. I find this very strange that the new team got the Rift Herald, but then they were the ones being sieged after dropping it. I found the Rift Herald plays by the new team to be very lackluster. But
And that might come from that lack of communication we were talking about earlier. Or lack even of just practice of, hey, I'm going to drop this stun onto the Nautilus, and the Nautilus is going to hook away. But I'm going to drop this Herald, and not really just saying that, not really making a plan to stick around, making sure it gets that charge off. And instead, feasting for kills in the top lane instead, and losing out on that mid tower when really you didn't have to give anything up.
I see it more as an awkward consequence of their specific comp, because they have they really played around a lot of jungle dominance. They had control of both Rift Heralds and one of the Drakes, and the Rivers have been tons of skirmishes. But they're not exactly they're not really looking to siege. I don't think they have two ADCs so they can shred through towers, but they don't really have that great of a
all
siege.
right,
comp, at
Corki
least at this point in the
teleporting
game.
in with the package onto
Let's
the
see.
dragon.
They've started
Let's
the
see what
dragon.
this Corki could do
See if
off
the
that
bounce
ult
will let
that
him
he
up.
got.
Mordekaiser ult is up. Let's see what he picks.
Giant Corki trying to attack him.
It's gonna die before it goes off. Tristana is
Ramus
dead.
1v1ing
Nautilus is dead.
Tristana. Onto the back line. Corki picking up a bunch of kills. Here comes
He's
Master
gonna
Yi
pick up
back
two more
into
here,
the
or at least he should. That's one.
Master Yi
Oh no,
not
it's
being
the
able to get the
Ramus.
plus auto
The
attack.
Ramus is the one picking up all the kills.
James
and-
free hitting with the Mana Moon the whole time.
The Ramus
Oh,
was really
no.
able to wreak havoc against their team in that team fight. Almost all of the damage dealers were zoned off by the Ramus in that team fight. Yi was definitely able to put in work into the backline during that fight, but the Ramus was really dominant in that team fight, and I think what really caused them to win. And I'm curious how they're gonna end up killing the Ramus now. Ramus is already unkillable this early in the game. Will they be able to build? All right.
To answer your question, Mikey, I don't know. There's currently 0 armor pen. In fact, there is the opposite. There is a serrated Dirk for the Kaisa to go.
You don't need armor
for
pen when you
Collecta.
have Kraken Slayers, though. They have they have 3 Kraken Slayers on the team. The true damage is plentiful. I think the only problem, the reason Yi lost that wasn't because he was Yi into Ramus. He lost that because he was a 20% health Yi into Ramus in the 4G. And it looks like he's gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why did
going
he
for it again.
lose this one? Oh no!
Oh, no.
You son!
Oh,
Why
no.
did you lose that one, huh?
Corki.
Kinda.
Listen. You know how people are they decipher hieroglyphs? That doesn't mean they wrote the hieroglyphs. You know, yeah. I'm not saying that I saw what they were doing. I'm just.
Peppa
Yes.
Pigs onto the Baron after what was a pretty tough early game for them have really been bringing it back this mid game, going for the 23-minute Baron, pretty uncontested. New team looking to start a little siege mid lane, hopefully break up in the mid tower.
Yeah,
And
I
for the
really would have
first
liked
time-
to see Sai on this game.
For the first time this game, they have taken the gold lead. It's very slight, but they were winning all these fights with gold in favor.
Deficits.
Yeah, in gold deficits, gold favoring the side of the new team. And now, if we look at where the gold is, the only ones with advantages, actually, they still hold a lot of advantages on the side of new team, but Corky by himself is up almost 3K gold on the side against the Tristana. While Richie is going to walk into 380 carries
see, the
in a
Rammus
E or
is
280 carries
unkillable
in
at
a
all.
E.
Kraken Slayers is too much.
I'm not sure Rammus procced is aftershock during that. Hope maybe if he. Yeah, misplayed by Richie there, but no skin off his back. Gold now coming back to even. With 24 minutes into this game, Casey trying to get that top lane turret down. Is going to look to respond to that, but if he's responding to that, I wonder what the rest of Peppa Pigs can do. Can they start a fight somehow to try and maybe go in with their two damage dealers while Master Yi is top lane?
Yeah, Casey's in a pretty unfortunate spot right now. He wants his Orin item so he can start giving his team ornaments. But because of the nature of the lane he was playing and also because of the Master Yi, he had to thrift up the Bramble Vest and the MR item, the Spectre's Cowl. So he's really delayed right now in his ornaments. But when that kicks in, that should be like a swift of gold coming into Peppa's team's Pigs. The gold lead has swung back into favor despite the Baron, which means there's a negative Baron power play at the moment. So red team, the new team, really doing a lot to mitigate the potential lead that Peppa Pigs could have looked for.
There is a lot of standing gold. There's a very weak top tower and a very weak bot tower that are just Peppa Pigs is
just
for
waiting
the
for Corky to cough on them.
Or waiting for Jana to swipe
What's
at
the timer on this dragon?
with their feathers.
Okay, we have
the
45,
Corky going
47
in.
seconds, yeah.
And
Justin,
Rammus right behind, and that is
what is Rammus's new ultimate?
It's the Space Jam Rammus ult. There's a sponsorship
very similar
deal.
to Volibear ult, in where it disables towers, I believe. And
Is it actually? I'm assuming he's unstoppable, right? Because Trish tried to ult him, but he couldn't do it.
Does it? Tritus is gonna pop the turret gold, and he just flashes in,
flashing in onto
stun.
the back line, onto the Kai'Sa. Most
Peppa
aggressive
Pig.
positioning I've ever seen on a
Cleaning
target
it
in
up.
my life. Ooh, this is looking clean for the Peppa Pig.
Not good,
so far.
as it takes one and just a little bit more for Richie to 100-0 the Kai'Sa. Yeah, it's not looking good for the side of new team, as the side of Peppa Pigs has picked up standing gold. They're getting some even more now. They're being healed up by the Taric. They're diving the Tristana. Tristana's at 50% HP. And they're going to get an inhib off of this, while Rammus is already doing the dragon. They're going to be at soul point once this dragon is taken. And, yeah, 3K gold lead now for the side of Peppa Pigs, and all they got to do is they just look like they got to close it out. We're hitting late game, and look at the time. It's time for Orin, it's time for Corky, and it's time for Zaya to just bulldoze the rest of this game. Corky and Zaya both with bounties, ornaments. Corky is almost at full build. Just needs one item left, and that slot is currently occupied by a control board.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Elijah is opting for the collector as opposed to Lord Dominic's regard. It's also a really strong item. I think that probably nets you more damage in this against this comp than the collector does.
I'm not sure what the thinking is. Maybe it's just they have to get
He's
on.
probably thinking he's trying to source with the Corki and the Xayah, but at the moment he's going to have to tear through their front line. There's no real way to safely maneuver through it unless PEPPA really fumbles.
As Dixon looking to tear through James, but looks like he's the one on the wrong.
Oh no, the last
and
the hand of God.
I didn't even know Corki could do that much damage. I thought I was gonna see the Corki getting melted. I just saw Yee's health bar completely disappear.
Yee has 3 items, 4 if you count boots, 2 now. This should be when he's powerful. But as you saw there, as long as you just heal him,
Lock it
and then
Ice Trap.
Not looking good as Baron number 2 is on the table for the side of Peppa Pigs.
Some laughter from the Baron pit.
I don't think so. Dazzle is gonna miss, but he still has to flash away. Poor Robert. Right back on it, and right back to it. Peppa Pigs looking to secure the Baron, but they have to contest. Huge goal by Thomas, but he is so low, he's gonna go down. But this is the time. I guess not though. They tried to contest. They failed the contest. It's going to be the Baron. Oh, the Goober stop though. Jana is going to go down. Huge shutdown. That's one of the damage dealers. If they can get the Corki, then maybe. Oh no. Oh
Corki
no.
going for the actual 3-shot. Let's see. 4.
Oh, and the Dazzle. Right.
5 shots, 3 kills. That's all the Corki needs to carry.
The Dazzle perfectly timed for the side of.
Wait, did they not? Are they
They're not even
finishing
doing the Baron.
Oh my God.
They're going for the base. They've decided.
Got no manners.
I don't know if it's bad manners. I think they're just tired. They want to put a wrap on this. They made it to late game, and now it's time to make it one Nexus coming up. There's the Taracle. It's gonna go down. The Nautilus is just dead. They're trying to kill off the Rammus here. The Mordekaiser is, but the Mordekaiser just dies. There's nothing the Kaiser can do. Kaiser's gonna die. They're just stat padding at this point, and that is gonna be the game.
Corki ending at 18 kills. That was a beautiful Corki showing.
Ooh, great game. Peppa Pig.
GG.
Yes, let's look at those damage graphs. Holy moly! It's a talk about a carry performance for A-Town Swinger James and Peppa Pigs. He put the team on his back, doing a staggering 43,000 damage in just 30 minutes. 31 minutes if you want to round, but oh my goodness. I'm being. Are we offline?
Yeah. So
It's saying it's full. Oh, they can hear us. Okay. Tons of damage. Tons of damage on the side. Of Corki.
Can I get an invite, dog? That's okay. Don't worry about it.
No, we'll get you in here.
No, don't worry. No, don't worry. Don't worry. It's all good in the hood. Bruh moment. Oh wait, I declined my exit. Can you re-invite me? Oh my god. I'm fresh back on League. My mechanics are not what they used to be. My mechanics are not what they used to be.
As is the case with League, famous for their client mechanics.
Yes. All right.
Well, I'm actually gonna get off of this game, boys. Good luck with the rest of the cast. See you boys
okay.
later.
God bless.
We thank Dario for his service to this cast as we look to regroup for game 2 of Peppa Pigs versus New Team. Mikey, what do you think New Team has to do in order to come back and make this game a win and take us to?
Well, personally, I'm a bit of a flamer, so my criticisms might not be the best. But I felt like with the great lead they had, they really did not push it to the extent that I would have liked to see from those strong, like the Tristana, such a strong early game character. If you could get it rolling, able to kill a lot of champs on the map. They had some squishy members on the New Team, and I would have liked to see like a little bit more aggression going forward and a little bit more safer, more calculated aggression once they have their lead, because they were able to secure a lead very early, but they weren't able to push it into a lot of. They weren't able to push it really that hard into the mid game, and allowed a champ like Corky, who I typically think is, if Corky doesn't really get ahead or doesn't say even.
Are we taking a break, Connor, or no? Oh, okay. Never mind. Continue, Mikey. Great analysis so far.
Yeah, I would have liked to see some better plays. I feel like the top lane was really played well by the New Team. Who was it? Thomas's Mordekaiser definitely performed really strongly against the Ornn. I felt like that was definitely one of their best spots. The jungle, I felt like the Yi, Godly RNG there would have been able to push a much higher, push a lead. But even looking back, he did push a lead. So I'm not really quite sure how they fumbled the bag, but I'd like to see them not fumble the bag to this next game. I'm gonna take a moment to refresh on my Chico's brand Pelham Pizza soda, and get back to our Marcello's sponsor, League of Legends. No, it's all the sponsors. Don't worry. This is the Marcello's League, but I'm sponsored by Pelham Pizza just because. But
and don't you forget it.
I'll get back to my Wolf's Lane delicatessen. All right, I'll be back shortly.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be solo casting for this one as the Darius goes out once again. And thank you, Mikey. You're not here right now, but great job recapping that last game. I disagree a little bit. With Mikey here. I believe that they didn't push it enough, or they took bad fights and they didn't really have a plan besides just get kills and then get ahead. They had a really bad dragon fight where they weren't on the same page, and that's where the communication that we talked about broke down. As we're into pick bans, the Darius ban for the side of PEPPA, and then Rise again for New Team. While PEPPA banning the Tristana on blue side this time. Interesting that they really don't want to deal with the ADCs, while Taric is banned for the side of New Team. Don't want to deal with that invulnerability.
I think that's a very smart ban. I feel Taric was able to, even though they were behind for a good portion of the game, the Taric was part of what made the carries hard to kill. Master Yi couldn't do what he wanted. The Tristana couldn't pick a lot of people. Kai'Sa not really able to get off the proc. Kai'Sa takes a few auto attacks for your damage to really come in, and that's the amount of time that it could take for the Taric ult to proc, and you could miss out on all your damage. So I think that's a really smart ban. Can I have the pre-game pick thing?
It's a spec link, the second pro draft link. Corky is the first pick for the side of Peppa Pigs. The carry of the last
Oh,
game. Really hard to nail down. Incredibly difficult to stop when they get ahead. Tons of damage coming out from the Corki. Really excited to see Peppa Pigs pick that up again. While the answer is Hecarim. Big backline threat tool for the side of the new team. Kaisa is going to be the pick again and looks like locked in for the new team. I like the Kaisa pick. Interesting that they have not answered the mid lane yet. Usually in drafts like these, we like to see answers coming in, kind of as that like counter pickish for the side of new team, choosing instead to go for the Kaisa and the Hecarim. Maybe not liking the Rammus last time. Wanting for something a little bit more meta, you could say, with the Hecarim.
Definitely functions similarly to Rammus. You know, you could be all over the map, except Hecarim, you definitely have a bit more of a presence. You do a lot more damage. You're able to perform a little bit more versatility than Rammus, who I feel is kind of locked into the tank role, where Hecarim, you know, you could really play the bruiser, you could play the tank, you could play the assassin. Seraphine.
Seraphine.
The E-girl comes out.
Yes. So instead of that Nautilus, we will be getting Seraphine. Are we? Oh, okay, and that will be Nautilus for the side of new team. So it's a little confusing, but the picks were messed up a bit, but we're okay. Peppa will go with a Zaya Seraphine bot lane in the new Nautilus bot lane. Seraphine is a champion that I believe can fit into almost any comp. She does damage, she peels, she can engage with her ult, she can follow up with her ult. She can pick with the echoed E. And so really excited to see this Seraphine. And then Kaisa Nautilus, really good thing. We have the bans coming in really quick. Mordekaiser and Nivea for the side of Peppa, and then Malphite and Ornn. So 3 top lane bans and a mid lane ban. Total for the second round of bans. Interested to see what the top laners pull out. It looks like I think it's going to be completely new top lane this time around.
Magic, yeah.
Interested to see what they pick up here.
Ooh,
It's going to be Fiora.
Very interesting.
Oh no!
Let's hope that
it's a Victor, not a Fiora.
Oh, what the fuck?
Victor for the side of new team. Looks like they might be taking a page out of Peppa's book and looking for that scaling.
Yeah, Victor definitely has a decent matchup against Corki too. Can really poke Corki lane from a safe distance. You know, can always Corki cannot really bully Victor in the lane as much as I feel like Victor has a little more agency in the lane. But Corki always has the package, is always able to roam top, bot, into the jungle. You know, you can't avoid Corki on the map. I'm liking the Maokai pick.
I believe this might be going support. I have reason to believe that Tritus is a very big Maokai player, and Rammus is going to go into the jungle, and I believe it must be the Maokai must be going top with the Seraphine going. Who's going mid? Oh no, Corki is going mid. I'm sorry, I'm blind. As we wait for the looks like the top lane to answer the Maokai.
Yeah, if I was the new team, I would definitely be picking something like a Fiora. All I see are meatballs that are just asking to get whacked for me to get my conquer stacks up.
How about a meatball
decide to go with this
as the Scion's locked in
Scion
in response to the Maokai for the side of new team?
definitely just going to be a very passive top lane. You're not going to be able to see Thomas Bully with the Mordekaiser. The top laner on new team should
Casey. No,
Casey.
Casey Peppa.
Um, Thomas's new team. My bad. So I do believe Thomas will still have a little bit more bullying pressure. I like to see the long range ult that Cyan potentially has to maybe get in on the Corki or the Zaya. Definitely can burn some important cooldowns and Kekram or Kaisa to follow up and kind of bypass these meatballs. But other than that, I feel like we're going to have some really long, drawn-out team fights. It's going to be hard to kill the front line on PEPPA. PEPPA doesn't do so much damage back. I mean, we saw what the Corki did last game, but overall, if Corki doesn't get rolling like it did last game, it could definitely be harder to pick up some kills. Victor, very capable of just one Corki. Well, seeing Victor just
bit of a reset.
What happened? It's a Victor.
No, looks like yeah, bit of a reset.
Okay. How's the reset gonna work? Just banning random champs to get back into it?
Yeah, I think they might have banned something or picked something that was not. Yeah, I feel like maybe they banned something that wasn't.
We'll definitely see what goes on here. Hopefully, should be back into the game a little bit faster. Banning all the A picks. Who's your favorite champion that begins with the letter A?
I'm partial to a Mumu. Very solid tank jungler. Definitely very solid A pick. Who's yours?
Going through I would have to look through the list real quick. Through the A champs. Give me one moment. I'd have to say I'm partial to Ari or Alistar, but I do enjoy playing Azir because I hate myself. Yeah, I'm not really too big on the A champs personally. So I'm happy to see them all getting banned. Don't want to see Aphelios. Fuck Aphelios.
All my homies hate Aphelios.
Let's see. Viewers, for real. Viewers in the chat, tell us your favorite A champions. And maybe and the best answer will receive a $20 Marcello's gift card.
No. You will receive nothing.
You just have to go in and ask for it, and I promise they will be so confused. But then you just tell them your favorite champion is Aurelion Sol, and they'll
and they'll kick you out.
They'll kick you out immediately.
Not a very active chat tonight.
Nobody wants that $20 Marcello's gift card. Very unfortunate. Oh, yes. Please put a poll. Thank you for the favorite A champ.
Of the 10 champions that have been banned, which is your favorite? Unfortunately, not all A champions can be represented, but
Azir being left out.
Actually, I will be right back.
All right. All of them. All of them. As many as you can fit. Oh, you want the whole list? Aatrox, Ari, Akali, Alice. All right. Let's vote. We got an A-Sol vote already. We got 2 A-Sol votes. Three ASOL votes. Ooh, an Annie pick. Definitely our our technical support here. Definitely trying to get flamed for the Annie pick. Hmm. Another Annie pick. Very exciting stuff. I thought you were the first one. Unfortunate. Unfortunately, there are two heathens in the chat. No love for a Moo or a Zir or Aatrox. Just ASOL claiming victory as the best A champ. Very exciting stuff. Connor, what are your thoughts on the poll? Is there? Oh shit! Really? How?
All right, I'm back.
No, but
They can't hear him.
wait. Well, I don't know how I have the stream muted, so I have no clue. Guys, I'm just talking to myself.
No, I'm here. Hello?
No. But I was,
Oh,
I forgot to take my my medication this morning. Thank God. Thank God, there's somebody to bring me back into reality.
all right. Yeah. What do you think of these team comps? Who? Because there's a bit of a disagreement last game about who really had the stronger team comp.
Mm.
And so this game, who do you think really has the advantage early, mid, and then late?
Top lane, I feel like going to be completely passive. Sion definitely has a little bit of an advantage, but I mean, unless we're seeing the large penis AD Sion, I severely doubt that we're going to see Maokai getting bullied. In the jungle, we got two fast guys. I definitely like Ramus or I like Hecarim's potential for early kills. I don't know what runes Hecarim has taken, but hopefully we see some damage. There's some champs that don't have the best potential to get away from Hecarim. Zaya in the early game, not really. Seraphine, not at all. Corky, if you can time your E right on Hecarim, you can chase him down. Maokai does not have a lot of mobility, so I'm liking the Hecarim's ability to get kills and maybe snowball the game a little bit. Rammus can always follow up. Rammus is a strong pick.
And then you have Seraphine just to spread the ult. I think it's really it's going to be interesting to see. I'm excited for the game. We are in game now.
Definitely exciting stuff.
4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're good.
I'm still loading in, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Conquer on the Hecarim. We should see some action. What are you guys at?
21, 22, 23, 24.
I'm so behind.
It looks like both teams are just going to fan out this time. No delayed invade. Peppa Pig's not getting a chance to throw.
And the
but there is a pause, so that's going to give Mikey great time to catch up.
Yes. 39 seconds, right, is the pause?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay. So teams are fanning out. Pretty standard stuff. I went to go pee. Fantastic.
Yeah, so we should be getting back any second now.
A quick pee before the game. Really loosen the carrying muscles. I see a little fan out. Zaya coming in a little late.
Mm-hmm. I believe they did see the kite on that ward bot side.
Yes, it did.
Mm-hmm.
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, Ramus, also a little late getting there. Also, production. If you hit N on your keyboard, the timers for the jungle camps come up, and for the objectives. But yeah. Okay. Anyway, very simple start. Hecarim is going to be able to get both those camps done, or at least start both simultaneously. Ramus just doing Ramus things as we kind of just settle into this game. We might be seeing another long one. Lots of scaling on both sides. And
For sure.
What do you think of this Ramus pick? Because it's not as clearly advantageous as it was last game, where there were 2 ADCs, and in this comp, they have AD damage, but they also have like the third, and they've got.
I enjoy Ramus into the Victor for the sole fact that you could probably find a way to get out of the Victor field.
Mm-hmm.
You got a little trade going on in the top lane. Not really advantageous to the Maokai.
Mm-hmm.
My idea with if Ramus can get onto Victor, it invalidates Victor for a good few seconds. Victor's gonna be it's as good as a stun on Victor, you know. And maybe we'll be able to see Corky get some follow up. Maokai will have some time to get in. You know. I do think the Ramus pick isn't awful here, and especially if it's what Panda's comfortable playing, then I mean, we could definitely see it working. But
you can't put a price on comfort.
You can't put a price on comfort.
Yeah. As opposed to the last early game, we're very from the Scion.
Flash is very interesting choice.
I don't know if they had the damage there to kill him, but
yeah, Maokai had no mana. Ramus hopefully not maxing Q again. How do you check that? How do you check the?
You click on the champion.
Oh yes, okay. So
gank in the mid lane.
Q, now he's flashless, arguably in a much worse
position.
Yeah.
And he still might be able to just walk it out.
I don't think so.
No,
well, if he stops to press Q, then Alright, Ramus.
They want to get rid of the Ramus.
Ramus.
They will. First blood kill for the Ramus. Thomas is just going to have to slap 436, 47, 38, 39.
I would have actually liked to see. I would have liked to see that kill go to the Maokai, not for any particular reason, but I feel like I'll be able to scale and do some great damage, or not damage, but a bit more.
Oh, Hecarim coming in
from the behind, burning 2.
He's coming in from behind, but he just walks out. Lots of ganks early.
Hecarim definitely can gank that lane before they hit level 6 again and potentially get kills there. Nautilus Hecarim, I mean, I would be terrified if I was Xayah or Seraphine at the moment, having to play the next 5 minutes the way I might have to. I would have liked to see the gold go over to the Maokai, though, on the top lane kill. Maokai can be pretty hard to kill, just in general, and Scion, I feel like, has the potential to bully out Maokai out of the lane, so I would have liked to see Maokai have some comfort. But, I mean, as long as Maokai doesn't die in lane, it should be fine.
Yes,
decent show going
I might
on
agree with
PEPPA.
you. There's a lot of poke goes down onto the Kaiser. I might agree. I would probably agree with you. If that's a flash hook. He lands
Flash
it
hook
max
into the 4-man gank.
They get
Not
nothing. Nothing. Double
There's not
sums
the
by
damage.
Robert. Even the rotation coming in from Justin. Nothing doing. Yeah. As I was saying, the Vamus I think actually could really do some good with some early gold. As you can see, it picks up the early tier 2 boots, the armor boots. While Maokai, if he was going AP Maokai, I would definitely say give it over to him. But just tank. I see no reason why that Vamus can't get the early armor, get some really get an early lead for himself, and then get the
Yeah, totally. I just find it strange to make the conscious decision to give it to the Rammus, seeing as how long they took to kill the Scion.
I agree. 716, 717, 718. All right, so much slower game. Gold dead even. Like, all right,
Not
it looks
even
like
potions worth of difference.
Mm-hmm.
It is neck and
Oh,
neck.
it's Scion ult coming in. Oh, a good flash from Casey. I don't know
Maokai
what.
getting out of there completely unharmed.
Mm-hmm. As we have.
With that,
Yes.
the
Dragon
new
being
team-
started up in response to the
Oh, wait,
two-man
Peppa
gank.
Pig.
Top side. Yep, Peppa Pigs. Looks like they're going to clean this up. They're going to get this cleanly. No contest. Stop back by James. And we actually see, even though they're up a kill and even though they're up a kill and there might be more. Going in with the ult, but it looks like he's just gonna fall. Van is getting another kill. But they are on the wrong side of the rift. Janna is putting the damage in the deeps into the bot lane. It's gonna be a missed hook! Oh, how do you miss that? That's it was a cleanse by
And Janna picks up the kill. Really, really, really close fight there. Super intense. Hecarim not getting the outplay that he was probably hoping for with the Conqueror stacks.
Double sums. No sums on the side of the bot lane for the new team. Definitely a really interesting exchange there. Tried to trap him in. New team did with Peppa Pigs, but it's going to lead to a 3-kill lead, 800 gold lead, along with that dragon. Going to about 1K now.
Goes over to Corky. Corky's going to love having that farm from safe distance. Control the wave exactly as he likes.
Another confrontation.
Fight over the Scuttle Crab. Let's see Hecarim getting beaten down by this Rammus extra armor.
Ooh, big
Walking
Q.
into the
But the package!
Package comes in. Great play. Hecarim not really wanting to do, not getting what he really wants out of these
He's not
plays.
getting what he wants. He's not getting what he doesn't want. He's getting what he absolutely cannot have. And that is 0-2 start. And a 3-0 start for his enemy, well, let's say laner in the Rammus, picking up a lot of the kills.
Yeah, the opposing Rammus is going to be a complete monster. If we could see some items, maybe a little, any item that provides both armor and magic resist, I think this Rammus is going to be unkillable for the next.
It's a 2-on-2 gank in the mid lane.
2-on-2.
That Rammus on the wrong side, but He's got tier 2
Well,
boots. He is going to walk it out. Poke coming in from James, not enough.
Not enough at all.
And it's just going to be
My
resets as they go up 1.5k gold for the side of Peppa Pigs.
Hopefully we'll be able to see the mid laner, the Victor, some pressure, shove in the lane a little bit. Hopefully, does Victor get the items still?
Yeah, no.
What the hell? Oh my God! What did they do to my boy? What did they do to him? When does he get his thing? He was already so good. He's already so good. What do they? Well, when does he get access to his E upgrade?
I think it's like Kha'Zix now, where it's just like every ult upgrade gets you an upgrade. I could be mistaken, but so every 100 hex fragments, which is he gets one for killing minions, takedowns, and cannon minions. So it's kind of more snowbally now, I guess you could say.
Copy. Well, he should be going into getting his 100th hex fragment. Hopefully, he'll be able to upgrade his E and maintain a little bit more pressure over the wave. Fight back a little bit, you know. I would like to see the mid laner for the new team exert a little bit of pressure, not let the Corki get what it wants. Even though Corki's not nearly the threat it was last game, I don't want to see the Corki snowball that hard, man.
I'm pretty sure that new team doesn't either. It looks like Victor has upgraded one of his abilities so far. Doesn't tell you which one. I would put Q though, the laser. That would make the most sense. No, it doesn't tell you.
I think it's the.
Oh no, it's probably the ult. You'd probably upgrade the ult first, but
I would not like to see the ult. Victor does not have the kill pressure yet to really chase people down with the ult, I feel. Maybe the utility could be helpful, but
maybe. As new team looking for another invade. Hecarim is here. Oh no, that's not an invade, that's their own jungle. As Victor is gonna drop the gravity well. And it looks like they are not gonna back out. That's the ghost, that's the ult! That's gonna be the ult in from Kai'Sa. Rammus is gonna try to jump out, but the Victor is gonna pick him up.
Getting a fat shutdown. Let's see what Victor can do with that.
First kill for the side of the new team, and they're gonna get the dragon out of it as well after killing off the enemy.
14, 17, 18,
19, 20.
Alright, here we see the Xayah going in for a little poke. No cheeky steal from the Seraphine. That's a Mountain Drake over to the new team.
It's going to be the Cloud Soul for today's map. Root coming in from Tritus, but nothing doing. Cloud Soul going to be really good on the side of Peppa Pigs. You put that on a Corki, you get that movement speed on any of these champions, especially Rammus. Meanwhile, on the side of new team, it's going to be really good too. Getting for the Victor, for the Nautilus, so he can't be quite such just like a lump on a log, just lumbering around. And then Hecarim is going to scale off of it. This is going to be a really big soul for these teams this game. Interested to see how they kind of prioritize these Drakes going forward. As we go back, bit of a lull. Maybe trying to gank mid here, but I believe he can just W away. That is the case. Rammus is coming in. Dixon might be on the wrong side, and he will just walk away. Whew. Okay. Resetting the map. 1k gold lead for the side of Peppa Pigs. Scaling wise, I think that the teams are a little bit even as a huge ult coming in, but it's not going to do anything. Charm's going to go down onto the Hecarim, but it's going to be Tritus. That's the one in the gray screen. Rammus going in. He's going to taunt up the Victor. Victor though is just going to break off from the taunt, and he's just going to walk away from the enemy team. Another kill going to the side of new team. They're trying to get back in this game.
Definitely doing a good start of getting back into the game. The gold is pretty close thus far, so I definitely could see them maintaining a bit of a lead. Nautilus with the kill is not really ideal, but I mean, it's a start.
It's better than nothing.
It is better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see a little bit of.
And in addition, being able to not lose any of their own people there, also big.
For sure. Gale forcing in on the Isa, not really getting anything.
No. It's going to be another root.
Oh, getting the poke off.
He did just die, but he has been on point with these roots in lane with the Seraphine. Looking very good on it so far. And I don't think he got that one.
To the Hecarim. Hecarim looking for a little bit of a... going for the camp.
Looking for a little bit of Raptor camp.
I thought I thought these sides were flipped. He's considering the
gank decided against it, however. Corki also really tough to gank.
Rammus going in.
Victor not as tough to gank. And Rammus is gonna get him there.
And that's exactly what I was saying. Rammus could just bypass the gravity well and completely invalidate Victor. I mean, even with the phase rush, it doesn't matter. Rammus will always run you down.
Oh, that's a flash!
Coming
out of Rob, but he's just gonna get rooted up. Hecarim is here. Oh, but a good flash from Janna.
All right, maintaining
putting it. TP in from Casey. Casey dropping the ult as Rammus gonna come rolling in. He's going in. There's the big ult. Ice is gonna go down. Root onto the Scion. Doesn't look like he's gonna TP in from Victor. What can Victor do?
Victor getting shut down completely. They peel away with 2 kills. The Hecarim just not finding anything there. As Hecarim, you just want to be on them, running down that ADC, or running down the squishies, trading with the big tanks, but just he's falling short each time, and it's really difficult to watch. Victor getting nothing out of the team fight. It's just scary for the new team. Seeing these carry roles not really perform that well in these team fights, and then having Rammus just run in and destroy your entire team is definitely disheartening.
Big from Tritus. Is that going to be enough though?
2v2. Victor not really landing much.
Janna knows that there's no way out. No Victor, flash.
All right.
Tritus is just going to get run down by that.
Okay, now Hecarim picking up some kills. Hopefully, Hecarim can do something with that gold. A little bit more pressure. Ooh, a needle thread hook there onto the Maokai.
Doesn't look like they're going to get anything though. It will be an old joint. Wait, there's no tower there. That's the flash away, but it's a big taunt taking him down to like half HP. Casey's gonna flash. I don't know.
Rammus running down the Kaisa, forcing the heal
flash
off
and then the heal. Yes, the heal.
This Rammus is becoming such a threat to the new team, just unkillable, running down, doing pretty much whatever it wants,
Big Hecarim ult. That's gonna be the kill for the Victor.
Kaisa going in on the Rammus, not really finding the damage.
Can't quite pick him off, but
new team picking up some kills. Gonna secure the dragon
as well. Tritus is here. Gravity well. Janna is just gonna get stuck.
Stepping directly into the gravity well. Everyone
misposition. Rammus is going to try and just stave off that. Victor, though, also getting run down. Victor's going to die.
Going in on
the Victor once again. It's a scrum.
Complete nonsense.
Go down. Ramus is on the menu next. The only
Okay.
one left
Let's see
alive.
the Corky damage, and Corky will not be going into the 1v4.
We are back to just about even. Actually, about a 1K gold lead for the side of.
I am not.
Page.
Hold on. I am not liking the new team's Rift Heralds at all. They're using the Rift Heralds so
Poorly is what you're looking
careless.
at.
Or not
They're using it poorly.
They are using it poor. I'm trying to find a better word, but
I
honestly,
mean, for these Rift Heralds, we've seen them pick up 3 Rift Heralds, and we've seen 3 bad Rift Heralds.
yeah, it's really unfortunate. And I feel like when they have the pressure to just like go into a lane, they just like throw it away, and it's like such a powerful tool.
Looks like we'll get a tea break. We will be right back with part 2.
Pea break.
Peppa Pigs versus New Team Game 2. We just talked about the Rift Herald. What do you think New Team needs to be doing? Because they are down in gold. They have 2 dragons. They're up in kills, but they're down 2 towers. And there's one tower. The one tower in the bot lane is pretty low, but the other 2 outer tier towers are not. They're not low. They're pretty healthy. And while at this stage of the game, a good push can probably knock them down, we've seen them be reluctant to make that push or make that call. Like, let's push.
They want to stay in this like neutral. They don't want to push for the lead. They just want to stay like. They're not making aggressive plays to really push their lead, push their objectives. They just throw it away. And I don't know.
We haven't really talked about it much this series, but let's look at the vision real quick. Right now, there is 1 pink ward on the map for Peppa Pigs, and it looks like 0 on the side of 0 on the side of New Team. They have 3 in inventory. Excuse me. While Peppa Pigs has 4, but they still have to go and place those wards. Now there was just a fight, so maybe that vision is clear. But we have 2 sweepers on the side of Peppa Pigs, and 2 sweepers and a Farsight on the side of New Team. And as we get back into the game, vision scores aren't really that good this game. Peppa Pigs is doing well. Everybody in double digits, but we have the ADC and the jungler. Jungler with the lowest vision score. That's not good. Jungle is a very, very vision intensive role. And if you aren't providing vision for your team, then there's a whole lot more you could be doing.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just the junglers. I don't feel like have been playing to their roles as much this game. I feel Rammus has definitely been playing to their champ a little bit more, but I don't feel like Vision's really been playing like a huge role. I mean, people are going for Vision, but I don't think it's really affecting the plays being made. Corky getting ran down by an angry horse and a zombie. Let's see what happens.
There's no flash on the side.
But he's Corky picking up a kill and Cyan getting the shutdown. 1 for 1. Lots of gold going over the Scion. Cyan's going to be able to buy a good chunk of armor and magic resist. Definitely a unique play. I mean, Jana had the Xayah.
Oh, there's Rammus. And
Victor just getting run down again by that turtle guy. And it's just unfortunate because this Rammus can just run onto these carries and there's nothing they can do about it. Victor reluctant to bring like Ghoster, Cleanser, anything, Exhaust, Heal, Teleport, and we haven't seen really any teleport plays being made really translated to gold or a lead anywhere. And you know, maybe this Victor would be sitting prettier if had a defensive summoner spell against that Rammus.
Definitely.
Well, let's also talk about the gold lead in the mid lane. Corky, almost not quite 100 CS up, but is getting there.
And that's another trend that's another trend I've been noticing. Even when he's behind, even when he finds himself behind, James has found a way to get CS leads over his opponent. Simply put, he's a fantastic CSer. There's a reason he's one of the highest ranks in this tournament. And it's because of that CS diff. Being able to get passive leads over his opponent, even without him trying. He's good at catching waves. He's good at managing his back timers.
Yeah, and totally. We've seen him throughout the series. He's been able to still make plays. He'll catch a wave, but it won't affect his presence on the map. Maybe a little bit sometimes, but overall, he's been in most team fights, able to pick up kills, set up ganks. That's what's great about a champ like Corky. You can catch those waves, but then you run in, and just like Victor running into the.
And as soon as it breaks out, breaking off.
All right, team fight, interrupting the Kaiser.
And there goes the Kaiser, there goes the Victor. And it's going to be a victory for the side of Peppa Pigs in this fight. Cleaning up.
I'm trying very hard to pick up something. It is a 5-0.
Of the game. Oh, excuse me, that's an ace. 5-0. Were you saying that?
I'm curious as why the Peppa Pigs aren't running over to Baron or something. At least picking up some aggressive vision in that jungle so they could set up a play. That gold lead is it's not high, but we just saw what happened in a team fight there. How handily they were beaten, the new team. And once again, not really seeing a aggressive play off that big victory. Sure, they got the drag, but could they have done more? Could they have pushed the lead even further? I guess we'll never know.
Jana is pushing this bot tier 2. Ramus is here. The gravity well is going to be dropped. Oh, but that's a
Flash going in. Okay. Let's see the damage.
Going down once again. Oh, but it's a party.
Jana's definitely in a killer spot. Ramus will just be able to run out of here, I think.
Yeah, Richie's going to get out, but really...
Corky's stealing the big raptor.
Richie has found himself another kill. Unless the kites are coming in.
Oh, the Immortal Shield Bow coming in clutch, and here we see the Corky. And we see the Corky picking up another 2 kills. The Corky Ramus has been doing wonders for the Peppa Pigs.
This mid-jungle synergy off the chain.
Yeah, and even beyond that, they've just been playing their champions very well. Even when they're even with their oppositions, they're finding a way to always get a lead.
Or even down
able to get a lead.
Coming out, that's going to be onto the
Victor. That's a big gravity well. That is a huge Victor.
Titus will go down. Ramus is in the back line. He's trying, but he will get shut down. Big shutdown.
Get the inhibitor there.
Zion's ult is up in just a little bit. It is up very, very soon. Looks like he's going to try to make a play. Perhaps not.
He's looking to run the marathon, but he'll recall instead. But now we see like the new team going to go for Vision.
Just a few abilities, and the Kaisa is chunked down to about 30% HP. Gonna try to heal up off of the bed buff. As they're gonna try, it looks like, for this Baron.
They're definitely posturing for an aggressive Baron here.
But the carries and the damage is that's zoned out. Dixon's gonna go in. Big ult. W from.
I mean, he definitely found the Corky alone. But look, Corky is able to do a ton of damage.
Returning the favor. Jana getting shut down. New team. Hopefully going to do the Baron
Hopefully a
soon.
risky. If I was the Zai in that situation, I don't think I would have tried to fight. It was good that Corky was able to pick up 1-for-1 after, being ran down by the Hecarim. Hecarim was able to really do what he wanted there, get on the ADC stick on him. You saw the great synergy between Hecarim and Kaisa against a champion with as many escape options as Corki. You know, just being able to lock down and damage that character. But Corki just finding a little bit of an outplay there, killing the Hecarim and kind of messing up their Baron play. So pretty interesting skirmish in the jungle and mid lane there.
Looks to be about a 4.5k gold lead for the side of Peppa Pigs. As we're almost about to get to 30 minutes in this game, you've got to wonder when do they pull the trigger? Because they've gotten a lot of good Seraphine ults. They overextended for the inhibitor in the mid lane, and they paid for it. They still have a massive advantage. They have the package right now. And so...
Yeah, we'll see if the Corki can put the package to use. Corki's package is always intimidating. Definitely, you got to play around Corki really hard, especially if Corki gets fed and as competent as A-Town Swinger is. You know, I would definitely not. I would turtle in my base, honestly, seeing this Corki with the package, and you know, hopefully, having that package, it could. I would argue can make a big play off that. Go for a decent siege, maybe a 1-3-1. All right.
Yeah.
See them posturing around the Baron. New team, posturing around the Baron, clearing out some vision. They definitely have the
Rammus
running straight into the 1v5. Let's see what the Rammus can do.
Oh my goodness! Jana's gonna clean
him on the Zaya.
The Rammus is still 1v1 in the back line, and he's gonna do it.
Unkillable.
That
300 gold
kill for A-Town Swinger and a double kill for the Rammus, and that's gonna be.
And Malachi sitting.
They're TPing in. They're trying to end it here.
Beautiful.
23 seconds on the early
Rammus.
death timers. They could do it. This could
Giving
be.
that Rammus the 300 gold was the best thing the Peppa Pigs. That was their best play all game. We've just seen this Rammus get the little bit of extra tank stats, and look where it got him. Absolutely running down Victor. I think almost every death Victor had was Rammus. Ooh, you hate to see him run into the tower. You know, that's a tricky range to learn for sure. And that'll be Peppa Pigs.
All right, folks, give us a second. We'll be back with you very soon. And we are back, folks. Mikey, would you like to do the honors?
No.
Okay, Steven, would you like
All
to
right,
do the honors?
thank you, Mikey. Introducing our MVP, our player of the series, we have A-Town Swinger, a.k.a. James, a.k.a. Fang, a.k.a. the best Corki this tournament has ever seen. What a fantastic 2-0 series win, spoiling the debut of the new team. Corki was your champion both games. You did all over 70,000 damage this series in these last two games. Just tell us about the Corki pick and how you really pulled yourself to a win in these two games.
Yeah, so pretty much we knew that we wanted to play front to back, and they left Corki up, which is like almost as bad as leaving Rise up, in my opinion. Like I will farm 10 CS a minute and do mega damage if you don't ban those champions out. Yeah, I was surprised by level 1 in the first game, and Tristana I feel like should have played a lot more aggressively because it's a winning matchup. But Tristana just let me farm, and then my team played really well around me, and it was just kind of lights out from there.
Yeah, I totally agree. I was making that observation. As somewhat of a quirky player, I was like, I saw the Tristana matchup. I was like, oh, this is going to be rough for the quirky mid. And then I saw the Tristana get a kill early, and I was like, when is the Tristana, going to push the lead? And then you just ran, like, over the course of the game, you went 18 kills, completely carried. I felt like the enemy mid laner was not really doing their best to shut you down because you're obviously very powerful on that champion. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the second game, we were a little surprised that they didn't ban the quirky, so we just insta-locked it because we knew that there wasn't really an answer for it.
Yeah. But yeah, anything else you want to say to the fans, to the other teams? I believe your next matchup is against. Hold on. Oh, you guys are up against PTT.
Permanent Team 3, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling going into that one?
How are you feeling going into that one?
Yeah, I think we're feeling pretty good. I think this is by far the best series. First game, we came back from behind. Richie first time Rammus.
That was his first time?
Yeah, first time
What
Rammus,
the
dude.
fuck?
What a guy, you know what I'm saying,
Holy
dude?
shit.
Shout out to my team. Strong mental. Yeah, overall just really happy about the result.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything else? Oh, any shout outs you want? Oh wait, you already did your shout outs to your team. All right, yeah. Yeah, that should be it. Thank you.
All right, thanks guys.
Yep.
Great show. Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Yeah, you too.
That's gonna do it for us here at Gamer City League. Hope you enjoyed. Join us. Maybe later this week. I don't think so though.
We don't have a game scheduled yet. I believe we did play all the games this week. Oh no, there's supposed to be a PTT versus Law game, I believe. So if that will be scheduled potentially this week, potentially later. We have been having some scheduling stuff, but thank you for joining us these last two series. It's good to get back into the groove.
Definitely.
All right.
Without good rest here. Thank you very much. Good night.
Yeah.
Have a great night, everybody.